Earnings seasons for the big bank stocks kicks off this morning. J.P. Morgan, Bank of America, and Wells Fargo among those reporting their fourth quarter results. Now joining us again is Gary B. Smith, Kadina Group President and a Fox News contributor. Good morning, Gary.
Good morning, Leah.
So I want to ask you, how important is the bank's earnings guidance for 2017, and what will you be watching? I know in the commentary there's going to be people are going to be thinking about interest rates and trading activity.
Exactly. I'm glad you focused not so much on what they hit as far as earnings, but you mentioned the most important word. It's the guidance. I think banks will, A, look at interest rates. They're going to view that as positive. But B, you know, it's funny, earlier in one of the earlier segments, you all talked about the fact that Pandora is cutting back, Lowe's is cutting back. Those are, to me, troubling signs for the economy. And you have to remember that bank stocks always kind of run afterwards. They don't power the economy. They kind of ride on the backs of the economy. So if a Lowe's isn't growing and shrinking, a Pandora is shrinking, they're going to want less loans. They're going to need less money for expansion. That's going to hurt bank stocks like Bank of America and Goldman Sachs and the like. So look for that guidance if they think the economy is going to be strong going forward.
When we talk about earnings and earnings season overall, do you think that will help to keep the market up? Because a lot of people thought that maybe it was an interest rate rally and then it was a Trump rally. Do you think that overall the fundamentals of U.S. companies will keep us higher?
Well, it's going to have to at this point. I think we've had what I call kind of the optimism rally, and rightly so. I think I'm more optimistic with Trump as president than Hillary as president. I think he's more pro-business. But at this point, you know, for the last week or so, as we start to enter the earnings season, you've seen stocks like Bank of America just kind of pausing almost at their, I think 8-year high for Bank of America, waiting to see if earnings will, you know, power this market forward. You know, the last time Bank of America exceeded their earnings estimate by 20%, that's a kill. If they do that today, then I definitely think you're going to see Dow 20,000. I'm kind of on the fence. My crystal ball is as murky as it always is.
So, Gary, I want to turn to this real quick. There's a headline this morning in the Wall Street Journal that the market is already starting to dump Trump. You know, initially we saw a defense jump. Initially we saw a jump in construction companies because of Trump's plan for infrastructure spending. What are your thoughts on this? Is this true?
Yeah, I think I wouldn't say dump Trump. I would say rotate out of the high flyers and into something more safe until we know the earnings. I think that if we get a Dow 20,000 close today, above 20,000, I think you're going to see a different set of headlines come Monday morning. It's going to probably be buy Trump or buy this great market. So I think that's a one-day thing. I think that's written primarily by traders. I think most people watching the show shouldn't pay any attention to that. Hold on to the stocks that you like.
All right, well, we've been waiting for that Dow 20,000. It is Friday the 13th, though, so thank you, Gary B. Smith,
Exactly.
Kadina Group President and a Fox News contributor.